All right, what's going on, everybody? I am Walter Hooper, and this is another episode of Marketing Minds Meet. I am here today with a fellow Grosse Point business owner, entrepreneur, uh, with Jamcat Candles, and I am here today with Janet Abdenour Dabney. There she is.
Hello.
And Janet, why don't you just go ahead and tell everyone just a little bit about yourself and Jamcat and your story.
Okay. Well, I started Jamcat Candles back in 2018. It was a desire to have a creative outlet, provide people with something that they could enjoy that gives a spark to their home decor. So that's where Jamcat Candles came from. And they're soy candles that I prefer when I purchase candles in the past to have something that I could put into my home decor. So something that you might not even realize it's a candle, but something that you can look at, that you can see a beautiful flame, and just something that you can then appreciate even after the wax is exhausted. So the vessels that I choose, I like to think of what else can someone use this vessel for once the candle is no longer a candle. So whether they put makeup brushes or loose change or cotton balls, at least you will have something from your initial investment that was no longer a candle.
Awesome. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. So I'm going to ask you now a fun question. I know we all like fun. So when you are not making candles and running Jamcat like the boss that you are, what are some of your favorite hobbies and activities that you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Well, I think that's pretty seasonal. So if we start at the beginning of the year in the winter, I like to stay warm. In the spring and the summer, I love to be outside with my gardening and taking a walk and seeing things bloom. Um, the fall is a big time for me because that's generally when candles start revving up, but it's also football season. So I am a season ticket holder for the Detroit Lions and the University of Michigan Wolverines. So you will find me any given Saturday or Sunday, either at the big house at Ford Field or in front of my TV if it's an away game. And I tease my husband, Brian. I say, this is really why you married me, right? For my season tickets. So yes, that's a big thing for me is going to football games, especially in the fall. And I like all sports really. So Tigers games in the summer, hockey games in the winter. So yeah, it's a fun time when our teams are on a roll and they're having, great success. So I think it makes a difference with our wonderful city as well when our city sports teams are doing well. There's just a fun camaraderie that you have when you're at the games and the teams are doing well.
What is your outlook for I'll start with the Wolverine season. What do you think is going to happen this upcoming season for us this year?
As anyone who knows me well, they know I'm very superstitious. So I will knock on a lot of wood here. I don't even want to give a prediction because I'm afraid I'm going to jinx things. But if we can have a similar season to what we had last year with a little bit of a better outcome, I'll be ecstatic.
Okay. So you can see us going into the playoffs again.
Didn't say that. Not jinxing anything, but yeah, if we could have that same type of a roll that we were on, let's pick up, not necessarily where we last left off at the very end of that last game, but if we could pick up and keep that momentum going, it could be a very fun season.
Okay, then I have to know. What's your prediction for the Lions?
Again, they were on a roll at the end of the season. I mean, that last game when we beat Green Bay, that was very exciting. Didn't mean anything really because we didn't make it into the playoffs. However, it was a huge boost. So hopefully we can just continue on from there and get into the playoffs.
Oh, I love that enthusiasm. That can be a dangerous thing when it comes to the Lions.
I know, but you have to hope and dream. Like we do every season.
Let's see, hope. In the words of Morgan Freeman in The Shawshank Redemption, hope can be a dangerous thing.
I know.
And how many times have we been let down by this team?
Well, we can't have nice things. Why can't we have nice nice things.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this to you earlier, but yeah, us Lions like for the record, I like the Lions. I want them to win, but I look at myself and other fans as we're feral animals. We've gone through so much hurt and
I
pain
know.
and abuse.
I know.
What do you expect us to do? When if things start to go,
I
then
know.
I already my brain goes, oh, what's gonna happen? How are they gonna screw this up?
And the thing is, it's like it's not necessarily we create new ways to lose every season. It's just
Do we though?
we lose games in just the craziest manner. Whether then, oh, the year after that, now there's a new rule based on how we lost a game because there wasn't a correct call or there was something else that should have been instituted into that particular play or what have you. So it's always something crazy that happens, and then it happens to the Lions if it's going to happen to any team.
Yeah, it's the struggle is real,
It
people.
is. It is.
If you've never been here in Detroit or just watched the Lions in general, like you won't understand our pain and our frustration. So moving right along to a much happier topic, how can people reach out to you for questions or wanting to place orders for your products and your candles? Do you have I think you mentioned you got Instagram. Is there a website, phone
Yep.
number, email, and what is the contact info? Now is the time to plug all of that.
Well, my website is jamcatcandles.com. So it's JAMCAT candles.com. My Instagram is at jamcatcandles. If you would like to reach me via email, you can do that at info@jamcatcandles.com. And then for any store owners, boutique owners, I do have a site on a wholesale platform called Faire, Faire. And my link or my site can be found at faire.com/direct/Jamcat candles.
Awesome. Well, I gotta say, this was I really enjoyed this.
As did I. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the challenges too. Yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be on the full episode. But Janet, this has been a pleasure, and I'm glad we got to connect more.
Me too.
Because being part of our first organization, and then really starting to connect through the Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce, and now here we are. So, yeah, I would love to have you back on the program.
Sure.
Maybe around holiday season, you could give a plug for your products and all that. And yeah, this has been another episode of Marketing Minds Meet, and we'll see you next time.